computer. Okay. So happy Monday. Today is February 3rd, and tonight Rachel's going to be talking to us about all things Success Club. Hi, Beck. So I just wanted to start off by kind of sharing my 2 cents on the National Wake Up Call today. So I don't know, show of hands if you guys listened to it. If you were on live or if you caught the playback, that's awesome. So I think there's going to be a huge shift in 2020, and we've talked about this a little bit as a team already, but on nutrition. And I think that's because Beachbody finally realized that while they've always been known as a health and fitness company, they somehow got like pigeonholed into this fitness company, and that's not what they are. And that used to be what they were. They were known for, P90X and Insanity and their infomercials and their workouts. And then they kind of slowly, with the launch of 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix was the first program that had a huge nutritional focus. In fact, when you talk to most people about 21 Day Fix, they think it was a nutritional program. And back when we were coaches, it was the first program where it was like, nutritional program, here's the workouts as a bonus, versus this is the program, here's a meal plan or recipes is what we used to get before 21 Day Fix. So those coaches that were like myself that did like old school Insanity and Asylum, with those programs, you used to just get like a little booklet. And the booklet had like maybe 10 or 12 recipes that you could eat. And that was it as far as nutrition and meal plans went until 21 Day Fix. So long story short, we've really shifted gears, and 80 Day Obsession was the very first program where we talked even anything performance line. And that's really the first time coaches started even drinking Energize. Up until 80 Day Obsession, and Ray can attest to this too, because she was a coach at this time, but it was this major shift where it was like, wait, what's Energize? And then it became like massive through the coach network. So you guys, a lot of you came into this at a time where the performance line has a huge emphasis on it: Energize, Recover, Shakeology, and then, nutritional content. Now what we're starting to see is this emphasis on the actual nutritional piece, which is beyond the supplements and the performance line and the shakes, which is actually the nutritional content, the meals, the recipes, and the actual like nutritional plans themselves. So that's what was a lot of the focus on the National Wake Up Call today. Autumn Calabrese, the creator of 21 Day Fix, Portion Fix, all the things, she spoke on the National Wake Up Call, and she talked about the monthly fix, which is something that you as a coach or a customer can subscribe to. It's $19.95 a month for challengers or customers, and it is discount. I've had like 3 or 4 of you guys ask me that today. It's $14.95 for coaches. So it is still 25% for us. So it's $14.95 a month. And here's my 2 cents on this. And then, like I said, I'll hand it over to Ray. But one of the biggest takeaways that I got from Autumn's, and did you guys lose me? Everybody looks so confused. Can you hear me now? Okay, good. I was like, everybody looks really confused. Something either went wrong or I like have a booger in my nose or something. Okay. So, the chat all of a sudden out of nowhere, like blew up about the $19.95, and a ton of people were like, it's too much. It's just another monthly fee that is expected of us as coaches. It started with VIP early access, and now it's this. So what I want to say is, like, I really want you guys to have faith in this company and belief and trust in Carl as our CEO and his business model. It's really easy to kind of feel like, oh, they're taking advantage of us as coaches, or, like VIP early access started and a lot of people were really angry about it. And the reason behind, and this is something I've shared with a couple of you, but probably not all of you, and a lot of you don't know this, the reason why VIP early access became a thing was because we were saying as coaches, like, it's really hard for us to be selling these challenge packs. So used to be, people would buy a program, right? Before Beachbody On Demand, people would buy a program. And that program, let's say, was Insanity. It was $180, because truthfully, that's what it was, like $180 for one program. And that we as coaches, that program, they'd finish that program, and then all of a sudden it's like, boom, they need a program, right? So then they would do another program, and they'd come buy 21 Day Fix from us, which is a little bit less of a heavy hitter because it was only a 3-week program. So that was $60 or $70. And then once they finished that, they needed another program. And so they'd come back to us coaches. So my point is, before BOD, we were making a lot more commission-wise off of programs. Then Beachbody On Demand happened, and we were like, what? There goes our business. Like, and Carl said to us, no, that's not your business. Your business is Shakeology. Your business is the nutritional products. We're a workout. Yes, we're a health and fitness company, but we're not a workout company. And that's what we've been for too long. And so I want you guys to shift gears. So long story short, Beachbody On Demand became a thing. And we were really struggling to make the same in terms of commission and all of those things. And so we started saying to Carl, like, it's really hard for us to be selling these challenge packs. Like, we're struggling. Like, now everybody just, if they can just get bod, then they just want bod. Why don't you not make just bod an option? So basically what they did is they created VIP early access. So if you don't have the belief in the company and you don't have the belief in Carl as our CEO and you don't see their vision, it would be easy to step back and be like, no, this is crap. This is just Beachbody trying to get more money. Now they launched these programs and they want all of us coaches to pay more money. And this is just a scheme for them to make more money. But truthfully, why they did VIP early access and they created it $50 to $60 a program was to help justify why you want to have people get challenge packs versus just Beachbody On Demand. Because now I can say to somebody, there really isn't an option for just the workouts. And if you do the one, which I don't talk about, and Rachel will talk about this a little bit, but you literally can say to them, it's $160 because you need to have access to all of the programs. Okay. So the whole point of what I'm saying is you need to have the belief in this company and Carl's vision and this company's vision. And we as coaches, like Autumn said today, guys, if you can't invest $20, $15 for us coaches into continuing education. So like Jordan's a physical therapist. She has to do continuing education to keep up her, no, you don't? Okay, just kidding. You don't do continuing ed? Bad example. Okay, Rachel, for dental hygiene.
Not in Massachusetts.
No, oh, not in Massachusetts. Okay, so screw you, Joe. You don't count. All right, so I am a pharmacist. I have to do X amount of CE credits every single year to keep up my license. My point is, it's a minimal investment into your business. And like Autumn said today, if you guys are sitting there saying $15 a month is too expensive, you are putting a value on something, you're in that mindset, what do you think your customers and your challengers are going to be at? So if I'm sitting here like trying to nickel and dime every like access into these programs or access into the monthly fix, one, I really can't call myself a great coach, because if I have customers that I'm like, you should do monthly fix, there's constant content that's being added. It's great education. They keep everything up to date. It's always evolving. Nutrition is always changing. If I'm saying that to my customers and challengers, and then they have a question in something they see in monthly fix and they come to me and I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm not in that group. What kind of a message am I sending to my challengers? Right? And then they're like, why is she not in that group? And what if I then say, because I didn't want to spend the $15 a month? So if that's our mindset, you have to shift your mindset to, I'm making an investment in my business and my investment is the $15. And you can pick, if 2B mindset is your thing and that's mostly what you're helping your people with, then do 2B mindset. If ultimate portion fix is mostly like, that's for me, I don't ever use 2B mindset. So I'm not going to go do the 2B fix or whatever it's called, mindset fix. I would do the monthly fix. So everything that I'm trying to say right here, right now is as simple as this. And I'm trying to talk fast because I'm taking too much of Ray's time. At the end of the day, we have to change our mindsets in this business and look at, we're investing in our businesses so that we can be better coaches and add value. And at the end of the day too, investing in this business means more investment in yourself. Because if I'm in the monthly fix, that's more education for myself. That's more, I understand the containers, and that helps me on my own journey. Yes, it helps my challengers and my customers. So all that being said, this is my last warning, because I had one of my coaches, she's not currently really working the business, but she is still a coach and does have coaches beneath her. She just reached out to me yesterday. She had her account shut down because she had I don't know if it was a customer or a coach. She didn't give me all the details, but she was sharing her Beachbody On Demand with somebody else. I had this experience happen to me. My girls that were a part of my team at this time know this. Rach knows this. I think Kate Smitty knows this, but I don't know if everybody else does, but I had BOD. I had went to my sister-in-law's in Rochester, New York. I used her computer. I never signed out, and she was using my BOD, and I didn't know it. And then I was trying to help out my neighbor, and I was like, listen, you should really try it. Let me know if you love it. I went to Vermont. My sister-in-law was using it in Rochester. I was in Vermont, and my neighbor was in Westfield, Mass, using my BOD. I went to log in, and it was blocked. Like, it was like my password was wrong. I kept trying it. I kept trying it. I kept trying it. I called Coach Relations, and they were like, your BOD's been shut down. There's multiple IP addresses accessing this Beachbody on Demand from multiple locations in one day. So they can track that stuff. So don't invest, just invest in your businesses, because my coach was dealing with Coach Relations all day yesterday. And ultimately her BOD was the one that was shut down, and she had to pay to have her BOD restarted. So don't try to, cut corners, make investments in yourself, make investments in your business. And this is just me saying, like, whatever value you place on these products, like, if you're not going to buy stuff yourself, is Mike doing stuff? Like, I don't know. I see his head above it. If you're not going to buy, Mike, stop, he's so annoying, these products yourself, then you can't expect your customers and your challengers to. So that was my really long-winded thing. If you guys have questions about what I'm talking about, shoot me a message, but I'm going to hand it over to Ray. I unmuted you, Ray. Go ahead. Oh, no, I didn't. Just kidding. Okay.
Myself. Okay. Hi, guys. Happy Monday. I am on day 1 of my cleanse, and I was so tired today. Like, the no energy struggle is freaking real. But I got the energy tonight to do this call. I'm excited. So I made a presentation, so I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Can you guys see that? Yes? Okay. So we're going to be talking tonight all things Success Club. Success Club is a huge part of your business, and so I feel like a lot of new coaches don't necessarily know what Success Club is, and I feel like a lot of even our coaches who've been coaches for a little while are missing some little pieces of the FAQs that are important to make sure that you're hitting Success Club. And we're also just going to talk about why it's important to you and your business. So first of all, I just wanted to congratulate everyone who hit Success Club last month. Olivia, Caitlin, Sarah, Kelly, Kim, Courtney, and Rebecca. Way to go, ladies. I am so proud of you. Keep up the good work. Girls who were on the board, Nicole, Jordan, and Teresa, you guys were so close. Keep pushing for next month. We have Team Cup this month, so this is just an extra reason to be getting those points on the board, to be getting your team closer and closer to getting those gifts and all the fun things that come along with it. If you guys don't know what Team Cup is, if you're newer to this business, feel free to ask one of us and we can kind of explain it to you. It's just a fun way for Beachbody to get us to kind of come together and make little teams and motivate each other, do little challenges, just to kind of really push it to the next level and really get those Success Club numbers. So what is Success Club? So Success Club is a point earning system that rewards a coach for growing their business. So coaches earn Success Club points by selling challenge packs or getting people to sign up with home direct orders. There are 2 levels of Success Club, Success Club 5 and Success Club 10. So you need to get 5 points to hit Success Club 5 and 10 to hit 10. So for each challenge pack, you get 2 Success Club points. And so eventually, obviously, you'll get to Success Club 6 usually. It's usually not Success Club 5 that you hit. But you want that to be like your benchmark each month. And I've heard coaches say on calls before that this really resonated with me. If you're not hitting Success Club, then you're a discount coach. So Success Club is something that really sets you apart and shows that you're working your business consistently every single day, that you're inviting people, that you're following up with people, and that you're bringing people into your community. So why it's important. So it's the main indicator that you're moving your business forward each month. It shows that you're bringing new people in, you're helping new people each month, and you're continually growing your business. And this is so important because your challengers will become your best coaches. I can say, and I feel like most people can say, that my best coaches were once my challengers, because what happens is when you bring people in with a challenge pack, they fall in love with the products and they fall in love with the programs, and they have that belief. It's really hard to get someone to join as just a coach without actually having results with the products or programs, because they can't speak to that belief. When you've gotten results from this and it's changed your life, you can't help but want to share it with people. So it's super important to be bringing people in each month and helping them get results, because when they get results, they're going to have that belief, and then you can talk to them about coaching. So you can also, too, you can earn prizes. So they do Success Club prizes. So the first month is a tank top, then they have a puzzle, and then they have a sweatshirt, and the last one is a Theragun, which is really cool. Theraguns are like retail $300. I almost got one for Christmas. So they're really cool prizes, and the more times you hit Success Club, the better the prize you'll get. So say you were to hit Success Club this month, you're going to get the tank or the t-shirt. And then say you don't hit it next month, but then you hit it 2 months later, you'll still get the 3-month prize. So it doesn't have to be consecutive, but ideally you hit it every single month so you can collect all of the prizes. And then like this month they have Team Cup prizes, which are completely separate. So Beachbody is always rewarding us and giving us cute little gifts for hitting these benchmarks in our business. All right, my favorite part. Another thing that you earn when you hit Success Club continuously is trips. I don't know about you guys, but I love to travel. And sometimes the hardest part about travel is like it's expensive. And so it's super cool that they reward us with these free trips. They're all-inclusive trips. This year is in the Dominican Republic. Next year's in Riviera Maya, Mexico. So they're really nice places. It's at the Hard Rock Resort. So it's a really nice resort. Everything's included. All you have to pay is your $300 non-refundable fee and your airfare. But in order to get an invite to the Success Club trip, you have to opt in. So make sure if you haven't done that yet, you opt into that. And you also, you get invited based off your rank and your elite status and your Success Club points from the previous year. So even if you don't get an invite to this year's trip or next year's trip, what you're doing now is going to help you get an invite in the future. So just because you're not going this year, or maybe you didn't get your invite for next year yet, don't stop working towards it, because what you do now is going to set you up in the future and going to help you get that future invite. So just because you get the invite, that doesn't necessarily mean that your trip is free. So after you get the invite, each quarter, they're going to send you an email telling you, okay, you owe so it's a $1,200 trip. It's for you and one guest. Everything is paid for. And so it's a $1,200 trip. And so each quarter you potentially owe $300. But if you earn 10 Success Club points each month, your trip will be completely free. So just because you get the invite doesn't mean you're going for free, but it's just a huge incentive to keep pushing towards SC10 every month. Okay, this is the nitty-gritty of it. So I know this part can be a little bit confusing, and I know sometimes people will order challenge packs under someone else, maybe a friend or a family member or an alias, in order to push themselves to hit SC6. So like if you're at SC4 and you're like, crap, I really wanted to hit it this month, you may sign up someone else. I mean, I think I've done it. I think we've all done it. I even did it myself when I bought the cleanse, just because when you buy a challenge pack as a coach, you do not get the discount because it's already a discounted bundle because it's a challenge pack. So when someone else buys a challenge pack, they pay the same price, but then you get the commission as well. So I bought my cleanse last month under my brother. So I texted my brother and said, can I use your email and your credit card and I'll Venmo you? And he was like, yes. So I used his name. I still used my address, but I used his name, his email, and his credit card information to order it. So that way that I got the 2 Success Club points, because in January, trip dollars were double. So I got the Success Club points, but then I also got the commission off of it too. So it is something that you can do. You just have to be careful when you're doing it, because Beachbody will flag you if you're not putting the right information in. So if you're you can't use the same credit card that's on your business services fee, which is like your card that gets charged every month, the $16. You cannot use that card. You also too want to be careful that you're making sure that the name is actually like a real person, because you don't want to have like a fraud compliance check. And you want to make sure too that like you're putting the right billing address for where it's getting shipped to, because your card will red flag you and say, oh, that's not the right billing address, and think it's a fraud charge. So you just have to be really careful when you're doing this. And like I said, the best way to do it is to use a family or friend's email and their credit card and Venmo them, or use your own credit card, but just make sure it's a different card than what you pay your business service fee. And still make sure you're using their name and their email, or a different email. I mean, even if you go and create a new email under their name or something, just make sure it's a different email, because that's what will get you flagged. So let's talk about the different ways that you can hit Success Club. So the main way you hit Success Club is with a challenge pack, which, as we know, is Beachbody on Demand with Shakeology or Performance. It could also be an Ultimate Portion Fix or a 2B Mindset Challenge pack, where say you have someone who doesn't want the workouts, they are CrossFitter, or they go to the gym, or they have a personal trainer. You can offer them the Ultimate Portion Fix Challenge Pack with Shakeology instead. That will still get you Success Club points. You can also too do like a 3-day refresh challenge pack. So a lot of times when I do the 3-day refresh and I share my results, people will want to do that because they want a quick fix. They're like, oh, a 3-day cleanse, like that sounds great. But they don't want the whole package. So I'll usually try and get them to do the 3-day refresh with the Shakeology so I can still get Success Club points as well. You can also get Success Club points from having any order on HD, which means home direct. So if someone were to just want Shakeology, if they sign up for it, make sure they click on home direct. Same thing goes with Daily Sunshine, which is for kids. It's like a kids smoothie. Performance line, which is your Energize, your Recover, anything like that, your Hydrate. And then Beach Bars. If you get 3 cartons of Beach Bars, then that is 2 points as well. Just make sure, I just want to make it very clear that, say you guys sign your husband as a coach, right? If you order any of this stuff through his account, it will not get you Success Club points because he's already a coach. Same thing with yourself. If I were to order 3 Beach Bars under my account, I will not get Success Club points for them because I'm already getting the discount. Same thing goes with your customers. Say you have a customer sign up last month, which is going to be on our next slide. We're going to kind of talk about this. Say you have a customer sign up with a challenge pack last month, and now this month she wants to buy 3 boxes of Beach Bars. You will not get Success Club points again. You can earn up to 2 points per customer every 6 months. But this also means make sure you're taking advantage, kind of like what Kim was talking about, of the early access. So when we have new programs come out, like 6 Weeks of the Work or Bar Blend, it may catch the interest of your challengers that say you signed up, 6 or 7 months ago or last year or whatever. If it catches their attention, I mean, even if they signed up less than 6 months ago, you still want to urge them to get a completion pack because it's going to be the best bang for their buck. So every time a new launch comes out, when I sign up, I order a completion pack too, because I'll get my shakes and the new launch, and it's a discounted price. So it's a great way to keep people engaged. And you always want to be thinking about which way you're going to do things. You don't want to just do things. If you're confused or if you don't know what you should do with a situation, reach out to your coach, reach out to me or Kim, and run it by us because we'll help you. So that's a great way to do that too. So you also get Success Club points for completion packs, but again, it has to be if they haven't gotten you Success Club points in the past 6 months. There is one exception to this rule. So say that you have someone sign up last month as a challenger and they get a challenge pack. And now this month, they're like, I love the products. I want to be a coach. And you're like, okay, great. So you sign them up as a coach with a challenge pack. You can get Success Club points again, only if they sign up as a coach with a challenge pack. Or if you guys don't know, the other way to sign someone up. So say you have someone coming to you from last month that now wants to coach, whether it's to actually coach or to get a discount on their products. What you would do is you would go to Share a Cart, put their information in, click coach. And if they don't want to buy a challenge pack, you just click through to checkout and send them the $40 charge. And then you're going to send them a waiver to get the $40 back. But say they don't want to deal with that, or say maybe they want to try something else. Say they want like a 3-day refresh, or they want a completion pack or something like that. You can sign them up with that, and then you'll get Success Club points again. So just keep in mind that it's 2 points every 6 months. Success Starter system. So this is actually just newly updated. So before, to earn Success Starter, which is really, really a cool title to earn in this business. It means that you come out of the gate sprinting, that you hit Success Club right away, and you get like a really cool, so when you go to Summit, you get lanyards with your name, and there's little like stickers you put on it that's your rank, and it talks about like each different achievement you make in Success Starter is one of them, which is really cool. I'm always so fascinated by the people that have like ribbons on ribbons when we're walking around at Summit. But what Success Starter is it's coaches who hit Success Club 5 for 3 months within their first 6 months as a coach. It used to be that you had to hit it the first 3 months in your business, which is kind of hard to do. It's actually really hard to do. Now they've made it a little bit easier for you to hit it, and now they give you 6 months to hit it. So you just have to hit it 3 out of the 6 months when you first joined. This is important because you will receive a free ticket to attend Team Beachbody Coach Summit. This year, Summit's in New Orleans. They move it around every year or two, and Summit is just such a cool experience. It's a little bit different than the Success Club trip, where the Success Club trip is more all-inclusive and fun and parties and beach and more like a relaxed reward type experience. But Summit is where you gain all of the knowledge. Like you sit in courses during the day, and it's just really cool because like Kim was saying, like as a hygienist, I have to do CE courses for hygiene, and I literally dread it. I'm like, oh my God, I hate going to this. Literally hate going because I like fall asleep through it. But this, it's like you're actually excited and eager to learn it because you have passion for it, because it's your business. And it just kind of like going to Summit just like gives you that burning feeling in your stomach that like, I can do this. And it's really cool because you can see all of the other coaches that are there. And you're like, wow, if she can be a coach, so can I. If she can be successful, so can I. And you guys will see too, when you get to big events like this, when you see coaches up on stage talking, you'll see one girl who looks like Barbie. Then you'll see one girl who has pink hair. Then you'll see one girl who speaks Spanish. It's like the amount of coaches that are successful in this business is like such a wide variety. Like you'll see people who you're like, oh my gosh, she's not even super fit. You know, you'll see guys that are super successful. So it's just really cool to look around the room and be like, wow, look at all these people that are successful. And for me, it was like a huge reassurance that like, if they can do it, I can do it too. So bottom line, get to Summit, you guys. It's so much fun. There's all kinds of parties at night, and we're going to do all kinds of fun things. You get to stay in a hotel room together. So there's like a lot of team bonding that goes on. Kim and I are talking about renting a pedal boat type cruise thing to do one of the days, which is going to be fun. We're going to wear matching shirts and have our team logos on shaker cups. And then they shut down one of the streets and they do a huge live workout with all of the coaches. You get to do another separate workout too with your favorite super trainer. And it's so awesome to be able to share all of this on your social media too, and really just hype up the coaching opportunity. So if you hit Success Starter, you get your free ticket. If you didn't hit it, that's okay. You can still get your ticket right now. And another cool thing about hitting Success Starter is you'll be able to participate in the exclusive pilot test group for upcoming fitness programs. So whenever they launch a new program, they have coaches do the program first before it launches so that they can use those coaches' results to market the program. So I'm sure you guys have seen, like when we were marketing Bar Blend, we had like a handful of people's results that we kept sharing on our social media and those people were in the test group. And Kim's gone through a test group before, and it's cool because you're doing it for more than just you, for more than just your team. You're like doing it because you're turning your results into Beachbody. So it really makes you go all in on a program because you want to get those results and you want your before and afters to be featured by the company. So that's really cool. You automatically get into that if you hit Success Starter. Then you also automatically get an invitation to that coming year's Success Club trip, which is awesome. So I know a lot of you guys have been coaches for longer than the opportunity to hit Success Starter. If you haven't hit it, that's totally fine. But it's still important for you because if your PS coaches, your personally sponsored coaches, hit Success Starter, you're going to get 25 ranking points. And just in comparison, whenever one of your coaches hit Success Club, you get 1 ranking point. So 25 points is a big deal. And so this is one of the few things where you actually get that many points. So that just shows Beachbody that you're helping your new coaches reach success. So that's that. All right, let's talk leads. So what a lead is when you've been hitting Success Club, Beachbody is going to give you free customers. So if anyone goes on to Beachbody, say they see like an infomercial or they see it on, Good Morning America, they have like Autumn and Jericho and stuff on there. Just say someone goes online, is like, that Beachbody thing, I think I want to do this. They go to Beachbody On Demand and they sign up, and it just prompts them to get usually a year or the 3 months of BOD. Or sometimes too, if you download the app, it's weird how it works. You can pay monthly through Apple. I think it's like 10 or 12 bucks a month to have BOD through Apple. So if someone does that, if they sign up anyway besides a coach, Beachbody will automatically assign them a coach. And so if you're hitting Success Club, you're going to be one of those coaches that they're going to assign people to. So you'll wake up one morning in your office, you'll see a person's name and information that you've never talked to. You have no idea who they are. Normally it's for a free trial. Sometimes it's for a year BOD subscription. I've had ones where someone orders Shakeology for $134 and all they got was shakes. So things like that, it's super easy to convert them because you reach out and you're like, you literally paid $134 for shakes. Do you want to pay $25 more and get a whole thing of workouts and all the nutrition and all the meal plans? And they're like, oh yeah, of course. I didn't even know that was an option. So most of the time they don't even know that they have all these different options. And this is where it's huge to pay attention to what's going on in your online office and to pay attention to what's being put in there and to actually think it through to what is going to give your customers the best value, but what also is going to help you maximize what they're doing to get you Success Club points and commission and all that stuff. So what I do personally, I know a lot of people do it differently. What I do when I get a new lead, sometimes most of the time their phone number is listed. If their phone number isn't listed, then I email them. But I have better success with reaching out via phone number. So I will just text the person and say, hey, is this Katie? Or whatever the person's name is. Simple, just one sentence. Hey, is this Becky? Because usually they'll respond. You know, it's like before you even tell them who you are. So they'll usually say, yeah, who's this? Or yes, ? And then I just say something like, hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name's Rachel and I'm your Beachbody coach. I noticed Beachbody links us together so I can help you get your best results. I noticed that you signed up for Beachbody On Demand. Have you had a chance to try a workout yet? Or I noticed you signed up for Shakeology. What flavor did you get? Even though I know what flavor they got. The thing is, you guys, you always want to be asking questions. You want to let your customers and your potential customers lead the conversation. You really just want to be asking them questions, and you're collecting information from them, because the more information you can collect, the better you'll be able to serve them, and the better you'll be able to combat their objections when they do come up. So when you have a lead, you just start it out that way. Have you tried this? Have you tried that? Then I say, what are your overall goals? Oh, did you get Shakeology with it too? Or have you ever heard of Energize? Even though you know exactly what they ordered because it's in your online office, they don't know that. So you can say to them, oh, did you get the containers? Do you know about our nutrition system? And just keep the conversation going. And then you want to offer them, you always want to offer it from the standpoint of, in order for you to get the best results, you should consider doing this. And then I break it down for them, what it's going to cost them. So you have to play around with it in your Share a Cart or in your BB Links app. Again, if you're stuck, ask me, ask Kim, we'll help you figure it out. So that way you can say, hey, Becky, I noticed these are your goals. The best way you're going to be able to reach them is with a challenge pack. And the best news is it's only going to cost you $25 more. Would you want to do that? If they say yes, I call Beachbody for them and I three-way them in to give their okay. So I never trust people, whether they're my current challengers or my potential customers. I never trust them to call Beachbody themselves. I always call for them. And then I say, we'll call together. So I call Beachbody. I talk to Beachbody customer service by myself first. Once me and the customer service rep are on the same page with what we're doing, then I will three-way my customer in, just for them to give the okay, yes, this is what I want to do. So if people don't respond to your text, or say you don't have the phone number, what I do next is I email them. I don't always get as many responses back via email as I do text, but sometimes people do message you back. Again, you just want to introduce yourself, say that you want to help them reach their goals, and ask what their goals are and what they're doing, and just start the conversation. All right. So this is the most important part. How to talk to your potential clients. You need to be really intentional when you're providing information to your potential clients, because how you say things and what you say to people is going to determine whether they sign up with you or not. So you never really want to tell people, this is kind of what Kim was saying earlier, you never really want to tell them, oh, well, you could just get the workouts for a year for $100. If people ask me, can I just do the workouts? I say yes. And I say, it's $40 every 3 months. 40 times 4 equals 160. So you're paying the same price, but not getting any of the nutrition information, not getting the shakes or the products, and you're not setting yourself up to get the best results. And this is where it's so important, you guys, to be asking people all these questions when you're talking to them. Because remember when I said you're battling the objections? So if you know that Susie really struggles with nutrition, then you're going to say, Susie, I know you said you really struggle with nutrition, and you really want to lose 20 pounds. I don't think you're going to be able to lose 20 pounds with just workouts. Nutrition is 80% of weight loss. And so then you're kind of roping back in what they already told you. You're using their words and you're just spitting them back at them, which is exactly what I do in my follow-ups. Like, hey, Susie, I know you said you have a wedding coming up in a few months. It wasn't a good time for you last month. Just wanted to check back in and see if now would be a better time for you. I'd really love to help you look and feel your absolute best in that dress coming up. Something like that, where you're pulling it back, you're making it personalized, and you're not just sending those, hey girl, I want to join my boot camp groups. You really want to make, or messages, you really want to make it personalized, and find out information about people and show them that you care about them, that they're not just a number, that they're not just a new person joining your boot camp, that you actually care about why this is important for them, and you actually want to help them get results. And you also do have to have that belief that the best way for people to get results is with a challenge pack. It's like we're giving them the silver platter to everything they need. We're setting them up with everything they need to be successful. And that's exactly what I say to people. When they ask me questions, I'll tell them what it is. And I say, we set you up with everything you need to be successful. Does that sound like something you'd benefit from? You're asking them a question that they can't say no to. When you tell someone, I'm going to set you up with a community to support you, with easy to follow workouts, with a customized meal plan, and with me, how could someone say no, I wouldn't benefit from that? So again, it's all about what you're saying to people and how you're wording it. And make sure you're focusing it on them and what you can do for them, not what they can do for you, or not what their Success Club points can earn you. Because I know sometimes, especially at the end of the month when we really just need 2 points left, sometimes we can start to get a little bit salesy and a little bit pushy, and people don't always respond to that well. I mean, unless that's your personality and like cold inviting works for you, and like that's your jam, then, and it's working, then keep doing what you're doing. But what I know from my experience is the more you get to know people and the more conversations you have, the more questions you ask, and the more you show you care, the more likely they're likely to sign up with you. So also another thing is to take advantage of your promo codes. Everyone gets 3 $10 off promo codes. If you have your significant other, your spouse account signed up, you can also use their 3 promo codes for your customers. And just make sure you're always like reminding people too. This is another thing that I find people get confused on, is when I'm talking about my boot camp, I feel like sometimes people get confused and they think that that price is a monthly price. So I always make sure I'm super crystal clear when I say there's no monthly cost for the workouts. That price gets you a full year's access to all of the workouts. Make sure you're super clear on that. Even the other day, I did a video, like if you say like you're about to take a story, and then you know how you put post or send to, instead of clicking your story, you can click the person's name and you can send them video messages explaining it. So instead of like typing everything out, send them a voice message. I know it's super uncomfortable at first when you start doing it, but people are like, ooh, this is a voice message. They're much more likely they're like intrigued when they see that you send them a voice message, because people don't do that often. So they're like, oh, what is this chick saying, you know? And two, it shows that you care, that you took the time to actually send them a message to invite them or to explain things better to them. Also, too, I don't know if you guys all have this. Let me just show you real quick. I'm trying to think where mine is. So I created this document that I send to people when they're interested in, I think it's called Boot Camp Info. That I send to people when they're interested in joining. Okay, here we go. So this is what I send to people after. I do not send this right away. Do not say, do you want to join my boot camp? They say, yeah, I'm interested, and then send this. When you're talking to people, like I said, make sure you're asking them those vital questions and figuring out more about them. Once you've gotten through and you know what their goals are, you know what their struggles are, you know what their concerns are, and then they start to ask you about pricing and information, that's when you want to send them something like this. So mine's just, a picture talking about it, a before and after, and who I am, who I was before Beachbody, how Beachbody's changed my life. What is a challenge group? It just explains it a little bit. What's BOD? What is Shakeology? And then it just gives them the different options to sign up. So this is, the basic package. This is the basic package plus Energize. This is the whole package with Energize and Recover. Then I added additional items, which is the 3-day refresh, collagen, hydrate, beach bars, just because these are 4 products that I really like and that I use. So you want to be in yours, and I can send you guys this document where all you have to do is change it to fit your pictures. Like you literally in Canva can delete my pictures out and put your pictures in and use it. Like you guys can use anything that I make or that I use. If you don't have the link or the copy, just let me know and I'll send it to you. At the end, it also gives them the option to join as a coach and get the discount and be a part of our community. So you're really just giving people, I know, especially for me, when I'm talking to someone, that's great. But I'm a visual person. So like, I want to see, like, what am I going to get? And like, I feel like something like this, especially like it's pretty, it's eye appealing. This is going to really help someone decide what they want to do. And then they can say, okay, this is the thing I want. It also helps you to upsell things. And I'm going to add too, I'm going to edit this to add in the ultimate portion fix options. Because like Kim said, like this is just a great way to upsell and to earn more income and more residual income but also a great way to help your customers. And I listened to the National Wake Up Call too, and it was really cool to hear how Autumn was saying, people tell me I was in the best shape. I was in the best shape of my life, but then I fell off track. And she's like, everyone falls off track, but the Ultimate Portion Fix and being in her group every month is what's going to help you stay on track and make you stick with it. So that's another thing I'm going to add to mine specifically. But take advantage of your promo codes. Use the 30-day money-back guarantee. I use it as a last resort, but when someone's on the fence, I'll say, look, girl, you have nothing to lose and so much to gain. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if on day 29 you haven't seen any results, you can send everything back and get all your money back. What do you have to lose? And that too, if people are super hesitant, we'll usually send them over the edge and make them decide to actually go through with it. And then too, you're also opening the door for residual income. When you just sign someone up for BOD, you're not going to see a dime from that sale for another year. Whereas if you sign them up for a challenge pack, I just had a girl tonight who signed up for the performance challenge pack, and then she told me that she had the flu, and I'm like, wow, girl, you get sick a lot. And because she does, it seems like she's always sick. And I'm like, have you ever thought about trying Shakeology? So again, it was within the 30 days. I called Beachbody myself. I said she wants to upgrade and add Shakeology. It was only $40 more. Whereas it makes a difference when you figure out the price for people, because I was able to say to her, for only $40, you can get a whole bag of Shakeology. Just give it a try and see if you like it. She texted me tonight and was like, oh my God, I love the shakes. So that's residual income, because guaranteed she's going to keep ordering the shakes, and then eventually she's going to sign up as either a discount coach or maybe even a coach, because she's going to get that discount opportunity. So when you're just signing people up for BOD, you're totally cutting yourself off to be able to get them to love the products, because once they start trying them, chances are they will love them. Another thing you can do too is what I've been doing lately is I've been let me just stop sharing my screen, is I've been sending my clients samples. So I sent someone who got just the performance pack a sample of Shakeology. Someone who just got Shakeology, I'll send them a sample of Energize, because then they get to try the products and they realize, oh wow, there's like a lot more than just this one product, and they like it and they get hooked on it, and then they want to keep ordering it. So take advantage of those different little things. Go above and beyond. I send mine with like a cute little welcome card, and just say thank you so much for trusting and believing in me to help you on your fitness journey. Just a little something to make them feel special. I would like to eventually send them decals as well once I get that organized. But yeah, I think that's basically it. Shut up, Kelly. Unless you guys have any questions. Wait, there's stuff in the chat.
It's all me.
Okay.
Nick, I sent you, I'm going out to where I'm not. I was packing the whole time. So if you guys saw me, I'm the worst packer ever, and I'll pack like 8 suitcases. So if you were watching me, I apologize. But I felt guilty not having my video on, because I always hate when everybody has their video off when I'm talking. So Nick, I sent you the virtual gym. Anybody else, drop your email. If you don't have it, drop your email in the chat. If you don't already have it and you want a copy to make for yourself, just make sure you make a copy. Couple of things that I wanted to just real fast touch on that Ray talked about. So she mentioned that I was able to be in a test group, and I seriously believe that changed my entire business. So my first experience in a test group was actually 80-Day Obsession, which was the very first program that had the ability to be in the test group if you purchased the program. And it was a pretty big test group. It was like thousands of people. A ton of us were in it. But that was the first program that I decided, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to drink the shakes every single day. I'm going to do the Energize and the Recover as instructed. I'm going to follow the meal plan to a T. I'm going to follow the workout calendar to a T. So a lot of you guys know me now as the coach that whatever the new release is, I do that program start to finish. And then sometimes I do it again, or sometimes I do it 3 times. But I used to be the coach that literally did Insanity Max 30 or would pull all the cardio workouts from all the different programs. And 80-Day Obsession was a really scary program for me because A, it was like no cardio. B, her version of cardio was like 1 day a week and was so not Shanti's cardio. And 3, it was an hour long and this crazy meal plan. Long story short, it was the first time that I trusted in the process. And you guys are going to hear Autumn herself say, trust the process. I never used to say to anybody, you need to trust the process, until I trusted the process and I got crazy great results from it. So my point being, what I learned was I'm somebody that like, I can't, I've had people say to me, even over the last week, like, I just can't sell stuff. Your job isn't to sell. Your job is to share your personal experience. So when I say to somebody, trust the process, I'm literally saying, trust the process because I did, and it was really hard for me, and this was my experience. These are the hurdles I had to overcome. But trusting the process is what got me from point A to point B and has me where I am today. So I found the belief by going all in. And then my test group experience with Transform 20, and this is why I am encouraging all of my girls to push really hard for Success Starter, because that was a test group and there was 140 of us. And literally to this day, I talk to Sean almost daily, and he went from being this icon to me that was somebody that I would tag in every story known to frickin' the Lord above. And he never knew I existed in this world until the test group. And I'll never forget it, because one day I always posted my workouts in the test group. I put together these little videos, and he commented. It was like 11:30 at night, and Mike was like basically asleep. And he commented, and it said, Shanti commented on your video. And it said, who the fuck are you? And I was like, oh my God, Mike, Shanti. And I like literally freaked Mike out, because I woke up, it was like 11:30 at night. Up until that point, Shanti was this creature that was superpowers and like was so out of my reach. And I loved his programs, but I just like everything changed for me when I realized that these super trainers are human, and their knowledge is like unbelievable. Like, I knew Sean had great programs, but when you're in the test group with them and you're 1-on-1 or 140 on one, and you ask questions and there's a registered dietitian that's in there that answers, like, this is why the meal plan is designed that way. You can literally ask them anything and everything inside and out, and you will know that program better than you'll ever know any other program ever again. So really, again, figure out what it is that motivates you in this business. But the test group thing changed everything for me. And that's why I stress to my girls, like, now with this opportunity with Success Starter, you really want to do everything that you can to achieve that. And then I want to shout out 2 of my girls that are Success Starters that are on this call. I think Beck was on. I don't think she is anymore, but Nicole and Beck both were my Success Starters. So they hit it before this 6-month thing. And let me tell you, when Ray said it was hard, it was hard. Like, I watched them work their asses off. So they hit where you had to achieve Success Club in the first 3 months of your business with the grace period of your first sign-up month. So if you signed in October 20th, you had to hit Success Club either October, November, December, or the next 3 consecutive months after signing, November, December, January. So Nicole and Becky both did that, and it's not an easy feat. So I'm sharing that with you guys, A, to brag on them because I'm still really proud of it. B, to say, if that's a goal of yours, talk to them. Ask them what they did, because I'm telling you right now, they had to overcome some hurdles, because I was right there pushing with them, like, how the fuck are we going to do this? So reach out to them and say, this is a goal of mine. Can you guide me? Can you tell me what worked for you? What didn't? What changed for you? And at the end of the day, just always be thinking in your head, like, the little things can so easily become big things. So while Success Starter is just a name right now, when you go to Summit and you see your lanyard, like, I got emotional my first Summit when I saw Emerald on mine. And this past Summit, I went back and I saw I saw 1 star. And Ray had her diamond one, and I had like the market council and my Success Club stuff. I had like multiple things. What starts as something so little, and you right now in your business, it might seem insignificant, is such a big thing, because when you're walking around with that lanyard that says Success Starter, you're one in like 0.1 or 0.4%, I think it is. Nick could probably correct me on this, but it's like 0.4% of the company that hits that achievement. And that lanyard, that will be on your lanyard for the rest of your life, as long as you go to these summits every single time. So something starts as something little. And, you know, I'll never forget the day that I had no idea that these things mattered to Rachel until we got in an elevator. And there was a girl that got in an elevator, and no shit, her lanyards hung to the floor. Like, it was absurd. She had a lanyard for everything. And I remember Ray was like, holy shit. Like, she asked her, she was like, what are all those things? Like, what do they all mean? And that's when I realized, like, wow, that's really important to her. And that means that changed a lot for us moving forward in this business together as a team, was realizing that something I thought was small, or something that was small at the time to her, was really something she realized was actually really important, really big. Does that make sense? So like, Success Starter, when you don't really understand this business yet because you're newer, it's just kind of like a funny name that you just don't really fully understand, but it can become something really big. So try to think to yourselves, like, you know, what are the perks of doing this? What am I pushing for? What does it mean to me? And then also try to figure out the math. Like, I was doing this with Jordan. Like, you're going to spend $150, $165 on a summit ticket. If you get Success Starter, you get that for free. So trying to make things work, like Rachel said, going to a friend and saying, hey, can you order, you know, this for me this month, and I'll Venmo you, and figuring out ways to achieve that, where you might have to spend a little bit, but you're not investing in, you know, that summit ticket, and you get the experience of being in a test group, which will change your entire business. The lead email script Ray talked about, she said that she sends something if she emails them after she texts them. I do the same thing. I'm creepy as hell. I'm like, yo, Sam, what's up? And they're like, who's this? I'm like, hey, gotcha. Like, it's the only way that I ever really get lead people to respond, truthfully. I just, for whatever reason, Nicole can talk about this. Nicole's like the email sniper. I don't know why, because I gave her my lead script and I never hear back email wise. But Nick like tweaked my lead script a little bit, and she like was always hearing back from leads. So I was like, I don't know, I guess it works for you. So if you guys want a copy of that, let me know, drop it in the chat, and I can forward you what I send. Nick can send you what she sends. Yeah, send it, Nick, if you can, and I'll send mine too. I think Nick's might be really close to mine, except she like introduces herself and not me. But she obviously did something different, because I was like, she was like, oh yeah, I got, this is my person I'm converting from my leads. They emailed me, and I'm like, how? What do you mean? Like, I didn't think this was really a thing that happened. I wrote something really sloppy. Okay. One last thing. I'll send it to you, Joe. Two things, just kidding. Residual income and then current programs. It's really, really easy to, again, go back to that, like, oh, I don't want to pay VIP early access. Like, I don't want to invest more money. You always as a coach should be doing the most current program, because, and at the very least, you should at least try it. And I had this conversation with Ray recently where we both weren't loving Barblin, full disclosure. And I was like, it's killing my back. Jordan just had to fix my back the other day, and it was just too much for me. And my heart wasn't in it, and I was having a hard time sharing it. I was having a hard time promoting it. And so I went back to programs that I loved, and I share that now on my stories. But I tried it, and I at least do it 1 or 2 days a week to be able to show to the world, like, this is kind of what Barblin looks like. They're going to your stories for a sneak peek. That's their way of like saying, can I do this program or can I not? I had a ton of people that were scared to death of Transform 20 that saw my workout stories that were like, wait, this isn't actually as hard as they talked it up to be. Same with the work. A ton of people were like, shoot, that doesn't look that bad. I think I could actually do that program. Where Beachbody might make it seem big, hairy, scary, and it is tough. They see the moves and they're like, okay, I can actually do that. So you always, as a coach, should be doing the most current program. And I want to stress to you guys, like, Beachbody creates new programs, yes, because ultimately they're a company and they want to sell things, right? Let's just acknowledge that. Let's be honest. But Beachbody creates new programs constantly because exercise science is constantly evolving. So this is something that I've learned just from the group fitness instructor world, and Kate Smitty could talk about this on personal training side of things, but everything is always evolving. in the world of exercise science. Everything's always evolving and everything. That's why we have to do continuing educations. So putting somebody on 21-day fix when the prep and the work are available, you're actually kind of doing them an injustice. I mean, that's probably a bad example because there's 21-day fix real time. So they did modernize that program. So PIO, suggesting PIO to somebody when, that's another bad example. Saying max 30, okay, let's go Insanity max 30. And then the work and the prep are available. The reason why I'm saying that is because Insanity Max 30 was created in 2015 and we're in 2020. These programs evolve. Like you guys will see in endurance and agility and strength and power, what do you do first? You do weights, then you do cardio. That never used to be the case. The science used to say you do cardio, get your heart rate up, and then keep it up with the weights. That's not what they say anymore. They say strength training should come first, cardio should come second. That's what you saw with Lift 4. My point with all of this is the programs are constantly evolving with the times, as is the nutrition, which is again why monthly fix is really important. Because what was true for 21-day fix is not still true all the time for portion fix, and is not always going to be true moving forward. So monthly fix is your way of making sure that you're staying up to date on the changes within the nutrition, and investing in the current programs is your way of making sure that you're staying up to date with the exercise science piece of it. Is that helpful? So you really always want to be talking current programs, mostly because of the fact that you don't want somebody doing a program that's dated, because are they going to get the results? Sure, all the programs are great, but why put somebody on P90X when that's the science behind that and the training and everything about it is so dated? And then the last thing is just residual income. I could talk on it all day, but at the end of the day, like Ray said, you sell somebody just the workouts, you're not going to hear from them for another year. And most importantly, you missed your chance to get them to success. If I push challenge packs all day, and the biggest reason why is because I've done this long enough where I've seen this is my girls' results that do just bod. This is my girls' results that do everything, bod, nutrition, and shakes. And I even have looked at what my girls' results are that do just bod and nutrition. So I have some girls that I fight this, but I have some girls that really beg me to meal plan them, and they just did the workouts. I try not to meal plan somebody that just did the workouts. But at the end of the day, I want them to be successful, and they're stubborn and they're not going to do the shakes. I will eventually do it. When I look at the people who do just the workouts versus the people who do the workouts and a meal plan versus the people that do all of that plus shakes, hands down, the results are always better with the people that go all in. So I have that belief because I've seen it. It's like if you guys did a study on a medication and you're like, this medication flopped, this was like really amazing, and this one was decent. Your belief in that prescription that did amazing is going to be way higher than the one that didn't. And you can then have that belief and saying like, this is why you need to do this medication over these other two. Yeah, they might be cheaper, they might have less side effects, but this is why. So you have to figure that out for yourself. But at the end of the day, I look at just workouts as a fail. I consider that I failed as a coach. And it's equivalent to in the world of in vitro fertilization. So when we were going for our cycle to conceive Landon, I wanted 2 embryos to be put in. And I said, I'll do anything. I just want 2 embryos. They were like, nope, we're confident that you're going to get pregnant. They consider a multiple pregnancy a failed cycle because they don't want that. That's putting the mom at risk. It's just as bad as failing an actual cycle. So I look at it as, I believe if I give somebody just the workouts, I failed as a coach because they don't have the tools they need to be successful. And if you couldn't get them to do the shakes and the nutrition for 50 or 60 bucks, you're not going to get them to do it for 130. So when you're going back to these people and you're like, listen, like, I just want to let you know, you have 30 days. I know you got bod, but you have 30 days to upgrade, and it's super easy, and it's only going to cost you $50 more. And this is everything that you're going to get. You're going to get all of the nutritional content. That's $60 to $70. You're going to get a month of the shakes. That's $130 every single month. You're going to get me to write up an individualized meal plan with you. You're going to get the containers. You're going to get this. You're telling them all the value. It normally would be $290 and you're going to get it for $150. Like, this is why you need to do it right now. So when I'm going back to people, I never look at it as I'm being annoying, I'm being pushy, I don't want to bother them. I'm going to them like, dude, listen, this is your last and final chance to have success. Like, do you want to work out, or do you want to have success in your journey? So try to shift your mindset when you're talking to people. Like, you're literally offering them a gift. Like Rachel said, it's a silver platter. And you're like, here's a silver platter that's every single thing that you need to be successful. If you deny one of these 3 things on this platter, you don't have success. And you will get to a place in your business where you will see that. Because the other thing too is you're going to be more tied into the people that are continuing on with products or the monthly fix, if that's the way that it looks for you. That's it. That's all I got. I had to say it. Oh, thanks, Nick. She sent it to my Gmail. Look at that.
You're welcome.
I'm going to forward this to everybody. Oh, you sent it to everybody.
I did.
You don't even need me. You don't even need me. I don't know where mine is, truthfully. I think it's in my notes section, but I'll find it. Does
That's
anybody
where I
have
found mine.
questions?
No.
I
That
have a
was
stupid
really
question.
great, Ray. Yeah. Shoot.
If I sent someone as a coach and they got a challenge pack,
Yep.
do they does that create success club points too? Or it's just right? No.
Yes. Yep.
That's the question.
Yep. No, it's not a stupid question at all. Yes. So
Okay.
because they're still, so the exception to the rule that Rachel pointed out is, let's say I'm a customer and I buy a challenge pack from you. You get 2 points, but new coaches that enroll with a challenge pack, you get 2 points for as well.
Okay. And that's with volume too. I know we're not talking volume, but
you get volume on the order as them as a
challenge
coach.
pack. Okay. That's what I thought.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I also have I redid Rachel's Canva and did it all nutrition based, so I could always send that over to you guys too.
Yeah, that would be great if you can.
So I have like the 2B bind set, the 3-day refresh, and then the ultimate fix on mine.
The virtual gym one?
Yeah, like the one that Rachel was showing earlier.
Oh, yeah,
but she said she was going to add some nutrition stuff to it, but I've already done like 2 or 3 like slides of it. So.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah. If you could, can you send it to my email?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kelly, did we super overwhelm you? I'll unmute you. Hold on. Go ahead. You're off.
Not too bad.